We asked students 21 questions to get to know them, their program, and their experience at Salus University. Here's what they had to say. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Emily Walker.
Where are you from?
I'm from Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
What program are you in?
I'm part of the post-bac program.
Why did you want to pursue this career?
So I had been interested in being part of the optometry program, specifically here at Salis, and I applied for the post-bac program to kind of strengthen myself as an applicant and have some exposure to graduate level courses and meet some faculty and just overall be more prepared for a future in the optometry program.
Why did you choose Salus?
So as I mentioned, I was looking for a way to continue my education and strengthen myself as an optometry applicant. And I really liked Salus, the faculty and the campus when I visited during an OLE.
What have you discovered about your subject area as a grad student that you wish you knew as an undergrad student?
In the fall, I had Dr. Horn for a microbiology and immunology course, and I hadn't realized how much can really affect the eyes and vision. And I thought that was really interesting to learn about.
What do you feel is unique about your program at Salus?
So this program is unique in the way that the post-bac program at Salus offers the opportunity to take graduate level courses as opposed to other programs where they may be undergraduate level courses. So you kind of have that transition period. Additionally, in the post-bac program here at Salus, we had the opportunity to take classes with professors that we may see in future programs if we continue our education here at Salus.
What clinical experience has made an impact on you thus far at Salus?
I was paired up with my mentor, Dr. Killen, and he was very generous to provide me the opportunity to shadow some low vision exams, which I haven't had much exposure to in the past, and that's something that I'm particularly interested in.
Have you had any discouraging or especially triumphant moments in the classroom or clinic?
It was a little discouraging coming into the post-bac program during COVID and the pandemic. We weren't able to be in the classroom as much as we would have hoped, and we weren't able to go to the clinic in person. However, we did still have the opportunity to have a lot of new experiences, and that was kind of my triumphant moment. I was able to really see a lot of different vision specialties that I hadn't been exposed to before.
What's been your favorite class so far?
I really enjoyed biochemistry with Dr. Trago. She was such a fun professor and I always looked forward to going to her classes, but I've also enjoyed my patient care classes because they were so different from what I've had before.
Have you had any eureka moments in the classroom or clinic?
I'd say my biggest eureka moment was probably having success after trying some new study techniques.
Are you a part of any clubs or groups on campus?
Coming to campus during the pandemic definitely made it difficult to join a club, but being part of such a small cohort in the post-bac program really allowed us to all become close, and we had many virtual study sessions, almost as if we had our own club.
What's your favorite study snack?
Definitely popcorn, that's my go-to.
What's your study strategy?
So my favorite study strategy is actually a new strategy that I learned in the fall semester from Dr. Horn. He introduced me to the idea of tag boards, which is a really interesting way to kind of condense all of the material that we're learning. And I used different colored pens, so it was a nice visual way to learn, and I can kind of visualize it as I'm studying. And it also was a great way to condense the material so that it wasn't as overwhelming as I'm studying.
Where's your favorite spot to study on campus?
My friends and I typically spend a lot of time in the study rooms in the library. We have one room on the second floor that we really enjoy. It has a nice view outside. It was nice sometimes to kind of see the snowflakes and just see what's going on outside.
What advice would you offer a peer who might be struggling in a specific subject or class?
Definitely approach your professors, try to talk to them as early as you can and as often as you can. They're definitely there to help you. Also try and talk to your classmates, see what they're doing and what's working for them, and maybe try some new study techniques that they suggest. And also I suggest reaching out to other professors that you trust just to kind of get their perspective or any additional advice. Dr. Crumling has been super helpful to me with that. She's definitely been my go-to for all questions, and she's been extremely helpful, and I can't thank her enough.
How have you felt supported as a student and an individual while enrolled at Salus?
So through my time at Salis, all of the faculty have been very welcoming and helpful. They set up a mentor program for the post-bac program, and I really enjoyed my mentor, Dr. Killen. We had filled out a survey, and that's how they paired us up. So they really put in the time and effort to match us up with who we would be best suited with. And the director and assistant director, Dr. Horn and Dr. Crumling, would check in periodically with our cohort and really just wanted to see how things were going and if there was any improvements or anything that we needed to work on as a cohort. And it really showed how much they care about their students.
Where's your favorite place to chill between classes, on campus or in the community at large?
I enjoy going to the gym on campus. That always helps me relieve stress and give me energy for the rest of the day. But there are also plenty of coffee shops around the area, which I like to frequent. That's a nice kind of change of pace for when I need a different study area. And when my friends and I need a little study break, we like to go to El Limon. It's a nice outdoor dining restaurant, and it's great to get some great tacos and hang out with friends.
How has going virtual impacted your learning experience?
This has been such an unpredictable time, and it was difficult to be completing the program virtually, but obviously that's not something that anyone can control. But with that being said, I give my professors so much credit for managing the transition so well, and I think that it really made my cohort stronger as a group, and we've all become so close with relying on each other through these challenging times.
What's the first thing you want to do once the pandemic is over?
Prior to the pandemic, I enjoyed visiting with my grandparents. I would take them in coffee and just kind of chatting with them. Now that the pandemic is going on, it's a little different, a little more challenging to do that. So once the pandemic is over, I really look forward to taking them in our Dunkin' Donuts and catching up with them and giving them a hug when I leave.
What advice would you offer an undergrad considering pursuing an advanced degree in this field?
A post-bac program is a really great opportunity to take those graduate level courses and strengthen yourself as an applicant. It's a nice transition from the undergrad, or maybe if you took some time off, it's a great way to really get back into those challenging courses and strengthen yourself as an applicant. And Salus is really an exceptional program because you have the opportunity to meet with the professors that you may have in the future. You get to see the campus and the area, and you kind of get used to it before you're into the program that you're hoping to be a part of.
To learn more about Salus University's programs, visit salus.edu/academics.